Hi, I'm Diane and I'm the Chief Leadership Officer at Blueprint Leadership. Today's topic is integrity. You hear the old adage that says integrity is walking your talk. But what does that really mean? Now, I think about it in a very visual way. Imagine yourself walking down a country road. So the walking is the action that you're taking. And the talk is the inner self. So what are your values and your beliefs? And when we're walking a life of integrity, then our values and our beliefs are converging and demonstrated in the walk that we have. But for all of us, we know that we don't always walk a perfect life of integrity. And so I want to talk about three things that get in the way of walking that life of integrity. The first is doubts, the second fear, and the third toxins. We can't walk a life of integrity if we don't know with clarity what our values and our beliefs are. And we have a program called Signature Strengths, and one of the very first steps in that program is helping people to dive deep and get clarity about values and beliefs, as those are the pillars of our walk. And all the decisions that we make in life are a reflection of that inner life of values and beliefs. So we need clarity. The second thing is fear. When people lose their integrity, it's often because of fear of something. Could be fear of what people think, fear of our reputation, fear of consequences. So when you feel fear, one of the things you want to do is push it away and lean into your values and your beliefs in order to make decisions that are going to be in integrity with who you are as a person. The third thing is toxins. So toxins are the past experiences that we have that leave a residue of bitterness or frustration, anger, any of those negative emotions. But the problem in the current situation is that those past emotions will come in and distort the mirror of your values and your beliefs. And so, really going through the work of releasing any kind of negative emotions that we carry helps us to live that life of integrity. So one of the things I think is really important for us to think about as we're talking about integrity is none of us is perfect. I said that before. And we have to realize that integrity is not an on-off switch. Either you have integrity or you don't have integrity. There's a friend of mine, his name is Ed Roshek, and he's a CEO here in Southern California. He said something to me a while back that really stuck with me. What he said is that, he evaluates people in terms of who they are 80% of the time. And so if 80% of the time people are demonstrating certain behaviors, a certain character, then that is how he sees them. And that gives room for 20% of the time where they may not be their best. I love that way of thinking about people. So we give people the benefit of the doubt. And finally, we have a challenge for you. So if you click on our link, we have an integrity quiz, and you can take that yourself. And I also invite you to share it with your teams to really take a look at some scenarios and what would you do in those scenarios and what kind of integrity do you demonstrate, which is a reflection of your values and your belief in action. So go ahead and take that quiz. Thanks so much.